The trailer for The Last of Us Season 2 came out a bit ago, and there's been a lot of discourse online already, especially revolving around the fact that Bella Ramsey looks way too young to play the version of Ellie that they want to portray, which honestly, I kind of agree with. Don't get me wrong, I love Bella in Season 1. She did a phenomenal job the entire time. And it's not even a matter of acting ability, as we see her range in that scene where she's stabbing a certain character to death towards the end of the season. She has the talent and the range, but unfortunately would just look out of place in the show playing a 20-ish-year-old Ellie. Ironically, the actress playing Abby this season, Caitlin Devers, I believe her name is, would have made an amazing version of older Ellie. She already looks like her, funnily enough, and the roles I've seen her in, she's a good enough actress to where I think she'd be able to play that dark, grief-filled character who's hell-bent on revenge, and that would have been interesting to see how she portrayed the character and how the studio would deal with the recast, but maybe in another universe. Now, major spoilers for the second game coming up and talked about for the rest of this video, so be warned. But another thing that slightly concerns me about Season 2 is how they're going to handle Joel's death. Pedro Pascal was the face of the first season, obviously, and fans love him. So I'm wondering if they'll stay true to the game and kill him off early in the season, within the first 2 episodes, or will they write the script in a way that allows him to survive for at least like 4 episodes-ish. Now, the way I think they could do that is showing some more time of everyone in Jackson, but before the second game started, if that makes sense. I don't know if I worded that bad. Now, of course, I can't predict the future based on the scenes in the trailer, but I think it's more likely the first option, as we see a lot of scenes from later in the game in all of the trailers. So if they do go this expected route, how will all those fans of the show who've never seen anything about the game react to it? I hope we don't have a situation where we see a drop in viewership after Joel's death or something random like that. And I also pray that the Abby actress will have extra security after the episode airs, because we unfortunately know she may need it. After the Laura Bailey situation where people were literally sending death threats to her and her child, we don't know how these fans will react to it. Well, fans, quote unquote. And this is probably as good a time as any to say, please do not do this. I shouldn't even have to say this, but sending death threats or hate messages is not okay. And it's extremely weird, disrespectful, and just vile. These people were paid to do a job and they did it. No matter how much you may dislike a game or movie or whatever it is, it doesn't make it okay to threaten someone or anything like that. I feel like a second grade teacher considering I had to say all that. Moving on from the parts I'm concerned about, I think there's some things that HBO really needs to do right if they want to succeed with this season. Starting with Ellie's vengeful attitude. I really want HBO to go all in with showing how Joel's death affected Ellie, to show how she doesn't even care about anything else sometimes, and how only avenging Joel matters. That dark side of Ellie is necessary to see right from the start so that the viewers can witness just how bad this path of revenge is and the toll it takes on Ellie mentally. Now, Bella Ramsey is a very talented actress, and I know she could pull it off. Seeing her be cold and ruthless will show just how much Abby messed a girl up for real. But to occasionally bring Ellie back to the light and smile, we have Dina, which is another part of the story that they need to handle really well. Ellie and Dina's relationship should be looked at as the little sliver of light in the dark times, and should be when we see Ellie at her happiest. But a good side character should challenge the main character. Dina should be asking Ellie stuff like if the journey is worth it, for example, and being a sort of voice of reason sometimes, which would be really cool to see, as I don't think Dina challenged Ellie enough in the game, in my opinion. But I also want their relationship to feel real and authentic, and not just like oh, we have to include it here, so here you go. And it's just half-baked, you know? I mean, based off the episode we saw with Bill and Frank, I think that they could do a phenomenal job building their relationship. So we just have to wait and see. But I don't like being a negative Nancy, and I really do hope this season of the show is great and that it goes really well. I love the first season and the first game, of course. And while the second may have its flaws, it's still The Last of Us at the end of the day. So I hope they can improve on the game's flaws this season. So I just found out that Neil Druckmann co-wrote this season. Yeah, never mind. Don't expect any changes. It's right back to pain and suffering. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more content like this so I know you guys like it and want to see more. Last of Us Season 2 is dropping in April, apparently, so only a couple more months, guys. Other than that, have a great day, everybody. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and stay loving. Peace.